a property that I just bought about 2 weeks ago. Really nice deal. I can show it to you on Zillow too, actually. In fact, maybe I'll do that. But this is a property that I bought for $325,000, and I put maybe $15,000 in it. Not that much. Maybe actually I may have put just a tiny bit more than that. Maybe it'll be under 20 for sure. But I thought this is a good one for you to see. You know, and of course this is something right now. This is happening now, almost 2025, right? You know, a lot of people scared to death to invest, think things are tough. This is the fourth house I bought in 6 months, and my students are also doing the same thing and making as much and more on their deals. It's pretty cool if you get the mentorship, because even it triggers me when I see my other students like, God damn, I got to get it in gear. These guys are making more money than I am. So it's very, very cool stuff. So anyways, let me show you a little of this. I'm going to start this video, maybe see if we get a few more people in the watching here before we do. But anybody got any comments or anything to say or talk about? Before I start this video, I'll just show you where this is. I've got to update. I got to add a few more. If those of you that just got here, you know, these are all properties that I bought and I own, and I'm not going to go into detail on it because I know it bores you that know me so well, but I do it for the people that are first-time watchers here, because it's impressive to a first-time watcher, but of course you guys that know me, you know I already have all this stuff. But let me just show you the latest one. It's just outside of town. This is one of the main reasons I'm probably not going to hang on to it. You know, I'm spoiled. Like I say, I'm known for having things that rocks throw from each other. So this property I just bought, it's in the Terra Vista subdivision, which is an enormous subdivision. Look how big this thing is. And it's near a golf course. So look, so I want to show you this because I really, there's so much full shitteroo guru guys out there that I want you to understand what's going on here. So let's go into Zillow. And I'm going to punch in this address. Okay, so 4192 Winbury, and so actually that's not the one I'm looking for. Let's go to Zillow. Okay, it's by default it's pulling it up because see I just listed it. So let me just show you. Let's go to Redfin instead. That might be a little better. So what I'm about to show you guys, I'm going to show you a property that I just bought, and and listen, in the time that I've done this, Almas has bought one, Delia's bought one. These are people in the class. Clinton LeMaster just bought and sold one. Shane just bought another property. He's going to make 120, 140 grand on this last one he just bought, and he's just done two prior to this. It's because I want you to know it's about the students. It's really not about me, and so I want you guys to understand that I don't just come in here and show off this. I'm bragging on my students because really that's how you know a good school is by the students, right? So I'm going to show you this real quick. So, they've already got it shown. So look, this is it. Actually, you can see that it's fixed up. If you can't see this, let me double click on this. So this is after fix up. I just fixed this up. Now you're going to see a video in a few minutes. It's going to walk you through, but this is it. You can see it cleans up nicely. All that painted, brand new floors. And it's just like my commercial properties. I like to deliver a clean white box. So let's get in here and get the video going, and we'll take it from there. Okay, here we go. All right, guys. So this is the latest video. So you guys can, we can comment back and forth while this is playing. Kind of a different thing. Rather than have a premiere video where we're sitting here just chatting, we can actually go live. We can talk on the phone. You can see the phone number above there. If somebody wants to call in, we can do that too. So this is just the video. I was about to publish it, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way for the hell of it. And they should be having floors down. That's not it. So we're heading to this property I just bought in Round Rock, and they should be having floors down. They're going to be done by day after tomorrow, which will be Saturday. We got to shoot a little bit of molding around the base. I didn't pull up all of the baseboard for this one. Some of it they were able to curve and slip underneath, but we'll have to shoot some in the bedrooms. I'm trying to knock this out very quickly. Like I say, if I have this house ready Monday, that'll be 1 week. that I've owned the property, and it's right back on the market. This property I paid $325 for, and Zillow showed it last time I looked at $476. I shouldn't say it, last time I think I looked at it, showed it $469, and it was $476 the day that I bought it. So it would appear to be trending down as far as Zillow goes, which is not the, it's not the absolute word on real estate by any means, but it is a source that should be looked at. That and Redfin, Zillow's fantastic source, not just for information, but it's great for using for your rentals. If you have rentals, houses, I think it's a great place to start. If you're a new investor, they've just got some great tools in there. I still even use them for the residential stuff. Anyways, next up, the new house. All right, so we're just getting into the neighborhood. You can see pretty decent house. There's a lot of 2 stories in here. It's a single-story house, but it's the one that I just bought, 2,544 square feet. You can see it's this corner place right here. They tore out the branch. You can see we cleaned out the front there. I had a dumpster in the driveway for a couple days. They got an HOA here. I didn't even want to ask whether they even allow that, but I just dropped it on a Monday, filled it, and had it hauled away on Wednesday. So this looks good. So they removed this so you can see the house. I'm going to take a couple snapshots here where I see problems. You can see the shutters coming down off the front here. I want to make sure my guys address that. They had some hanging plants. Get rid of those chains. They've already got a good jump on the flooring. You can see they've got their floor spreader, leveler. They've already gone back in the bedrooms here. How's it going, Junior? So this is the same floor I put in the last place. It's kind of just a tan. 10-foot ceilings. $325,000. They're showing. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, start getting the skills. Go to flipanythingusa.com. See all the new millionaires that have been created under my tutelage. I got to show you a story on that wall you see behind there. That's coming up. Going 476, 469. Last time I looked at it, so it dropped, according to Zillow. I'm not going to do hardly anything to this. This house is not that old, and it looks pretty darn good to me. You can see in the kitchen. Oh, my guys did a great job here. This was worn out. So my guys got a new piece of siding on here, and you can see they've got it stained to match pretty good. So cabinets look good. They textured and fixed a couple of blemishes that were on the property. And we got a painter back here. Hey, Leo, how's it going? Good. All right, man, looks good. Did he tell you to paint everything white? Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're gonna paint everything white. Just knock it out, nice clean shell. The tile we were having trouble trying to find a matched tile. And so we tore it out through most of the house. And I can see down here, I don't know why, but we have a couple tiles here that are kind of damaged. I don't know what the hell unless my guys cut this here. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're gonna hide this with a transition strip, but that's not looking too good. Huh, let's ask the flooring guy. This transition, it looks like it got cut in the wrong spot and then filled. I just wondered, this right here, please. Oh, that's tape?
Yeah, this is the great tape. I guess it was like they had a wrap on it, they had like a wood chip.
Look at that, it looks just like the ground, doesn't it?
It doesn't look like, I thought the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
They cut it in the wrong place.
All right, well, that's problem solved. Thank you. And it's funny, every bathroom, every toilet has maybe they took it off this one, but it has like a little optional personal sprayer in line. But it doesn't look like it's hooked up to the hot water, so I'm not sure how good that would be. Anyways, yeah, looks good. So this is all I need to see. We're gonna head back home. So you're gonna see it. We're gonna go to 2 days later. And actually, there's more work done than this. I went ahead and decided to pour a new driveway, which was a $5,000 deal. No big deal. It was very fractured. There was no steel in it. Of course, now it's loaded with steel. But if you just got here, please hang out and watch. This is all real deal stuff, as some of the guys posted. I appreciate that. The garage is not painted. The floor isn't, but I almost always paint the garage floor. It's just a nice touch, and it only costs, about $400 or $500 with labor to do it. All right, this is the most recent investment house. Paid $325,000 for this place. It shows about a $476,000 value. It had just needed some minor touch-ups. When they poured the slab for this place, they didn't put any steel reinforcement, so it was fractured and broken. And that happens a lot. But we re-poured it this morning, loaded with steel, good and strong like it should have been from the very beginning. So, it's just got to remember, a house, the concrete, the sidewalk, or the driveway, it's kind of like framing the picture. And so you don't want to have a shitty frame. And so, you know, it cost me $5 to pour this little slab, and I'm sure it's well worth it. So let's go in and take a look. We should have new floors, new paint. Painted looks nice, looks clean. New floors, that looks great. And you can see, look at the high ceilings. This really is a fantastic house for $325,000. It was really a steal. Miguel here's cutting crown molding for the master bedroom. It's the last touch-up we got to do here. So you can see in here, we shot crown molding around the kitchen. Kind of made it look a little prettier. With these high ceilings, it's always nice. This in here, I would have done it, but we got too many compound angles, so it's just not worth messing with. But it's pretty. Look at it. It's just a really good layout. This is a 2,544 square foot house. Pretty large house. All right. We got here, they're just finishing up. So they'll caulk this thing, fill the holes, paint the trim, and this place, we'll be ready for pictures. I guess we're going to go ahead and spend another $800, and we're going to put blinds. Now, you know, the windows are actually, they're dual glazed, but they're not like super quality dual glazed. And so they'll look a hell of a lot prettier with blinds rather than somebody look through kind of a rough window. So we'll go ahead and spend the $800 on that. You might remember these were kind of rusty looking if you look at the video I showed you when we were here the other day. So these are new trim around. The mirrors are actually decent, but they had that rough, flaky stuff around the outside edges. So we just trimmed it to hide that, and you know, and still looks nice. The other thing we were debating is putting shower doors. This place is a 3-bedroom, 4-bath. I'm sorry, 3-bath, 4-bedroom. This is going to be an easy $100,000. I wish they were all this easy. So this actually looks better. This is a little bit. This is onyx, you know, cultured marble. I'm not going to replace it. I just don't think I get the bang for the buck for doing it. Now, $700, I can put in a sliding glass door here, or I can get a cheapie for $300. I'm debating on doing anything. You can put a shower curtain here, and maybe that'll be good enough. But we have 2 bathrooms like that to cover. Let's take a look at the garage real quick. Yeah, so the floor had been painted. It's kind of rough. I think I'll go ahead and paint this new just so it looks super pretty. Probably costs $500 with labor. So we'll go ahead and paint this floor, and we'll throw those little flakes down, make it look a little prettier. This place is ready. The yard, I tore out a lot of bushes that were kind of blocking, obstructing the front of the house. The neighbors got their yards looking pretty good. I wish this grass was a little better. Not a lot. So we'll fix this up best we can. Maybe I'll even bring some sod over. Yeah, maybe I'll just go ahead and spend $400, get a pallet or 2 of sod, and we'll throw that down. Just because the green, like I said, talk about framing the picture again, right? We're not going to worry about the concrete drying and brushing and that sort of thing. But I will give you an update because I expect this to sell within the month and make over $100,000. And those are the numbers that you should be interested in. And this is the kind of experience that I bring to the table. And this is what I like to show you guys that are interested in investing in real estate. You know, I buy land, houses, commercial, industrial, retail, strip centers. You know, I've got a beautiful retail strip center not far from here. That's it. So I had to stop by this job for the end of the day to take a look. All this dirt that washes out of the trees has been hitting this limestone for many years. This has just been power washed. Look how pretty this is. All this stuff was, you know, damn near black. So look, you want to learn about real estate, how to make money, commercial real estate, industrial, apartment buildings, houses, land, small lots, acreage, farms, trailer parks, food parks. I've done it all, and I've been doing it for 43 years. So anyways, that's the latest video here. I thought I'd share it with you guys. Because now we can kind of talk about it too, because we're in a live setting. If anybody wants to call, you can call in at that number. I'm going to switch over to this other screen here. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, you know, listen, I have the capacity to do a lot of remodeling, do a lot of stuff. That's not where the money is. And I just did a little short talking about how it's easy to triple your money on deals that are under $100,000. And that's a great place to be. Look, especially when you're young and you have less money, or even if you're just new to it, you have less to, if you have less to play with, or if you're just really frugal and careful, when you get your toe in the water, get the book. But I just want to give you guys an idea and some hope on some things, because it's a lot easier to make money than you think. And I'll tell you what's risky is not investing. Not investing. I was talking to a guy today that has $1 million in the bank. And, and he has a lot of toys. but he doesn't have any real estate. And the thing is when you have real estate, I remember seeing a guy. I'll give you an example. This is really kind of cool. So about 25 years ago, I remember seeing a guy that won a lottery, and I remember being so impressed that the guy had like I don't know. It seemed like it was like he could spend up to $180,000 a month, something like that, and he still would only be burning the money that came in from his lottery. He won the lottery, and you get about $180K a month or something like that. And I remember thinking, oh, damn, how awesome that'd be to have like $180K a month, right? How awesome that would be. And now here I am 30 years ago, and I have more than that lottery winner. I have more than he does coming in every month than he did, in rents. And so it's just amazing how fast things can change and how your perspective can change. You first start out, you think, oh, I just love to have a couple of house rentals. And then, when you make that happen and you realize, oh, wait a minute, I'm a little fish. I'm a little fish. So it's good to see what other people can do that you can. Look, so I'm just a carpenter, right? I'm a carpenter. I'm nobody's fool. I'm a smart guy, but I'm just a carpenter. I dropped out of high school, and and I'm a little fish. There's guys that make much more money than I do, and there's and a lot of it has to do with being lucky. But I'll tell you, the more you're involved, the harder you work, the luckier you get, and that's just the truth. And so those of you that just got here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It helps the channel. YouTube kind of shits all over me because I talk politically once in a while, and then they kind of they just kind of take you guys off the. They just kind of turn my capacity to reach anybody down. So Lumberjack just wrote me. I'm probably going to have him. We'll do some sort of interview or something. Lumberjack. I said totally agree. Love wholesalers. I love wholesalers. I make multiples on every deal I get from them. Yeah, I buy from wholesalers too. But I feel bad for them because they're not making the money they could make. Dimitri wrote, yes, worst thing is many of these gurus peddle doing dozens of deals with a big team. Oh, yeah. This whole team bullshit. This Pace Morby is the biggest goofball I've ever seen. That guy knows the least about property of anybody I've ever seen out there. But, man, to his credit, he has taken next to nothing and turned it into a giant thing for the kids and the gullible to eat up on. Because it's just, like I said, serial exaggerator. And has a whole team. We got a team. We got somebody that'll help you write the contract. That'll take it to title for you. That'll help you sell it. That'll help you buy it. And I mean, it's like shit. Can you do anything? What's an investor do? He does all that shit. It's like buying a car. What do you need? You need a team to buy a car? No, you go down to you find a car. You get a good deal on it. You buy it. You go down and you go to the title company, and or not the title company, but the Department of Motor Vehicles, and that's what the title company is, guys. People that are inexperienced in real estate just don't understand. The DMV. If you're afraid to buy a car, you shouldn't be. If you're not afraid to buy a car, don't be afraid to buy a piece of real estate. All it is the same thing. It's just a piece of property that's getting titled. Okay, it's not that big a deal. Yeah. Hey, Russ again, another rock star in my class. It's always awesome. But yeah, so look, let's take a look at this. I just got this listed today, and I talk about in the book, chapter, if I can't show the book. You can see the book here in the middle of the screen. Wake up and smell the real estate. So, this is not a high dollar floor. I'm probably spending $6 a foot on this thing, on the whole thing. The cabinets, just super cleaned them up. There was a couple of rough ends on the cabinet ends. We replaced those veneers, stained them. Took them down, went through the closets, and just like I talk about in the class about delivering a white box with my commercial properties, that's what I like to do in a house, to be honest. I don't really kind of get into the style and the colors too much. I just like it making it clean and white and bright. And something what we'll do? Hey, let's do this tomorrow, guys. Let's do this tomorrow. Let's take these images, and I'll go ahead and we'll do is we'll stage it. We'll stage this whole house virtually. We'll virtually stage it. We were playing with this in class last week, and actually Russ did a couple of things that looked pretty cool too. And who else? Who's the one who turned us on to that? Was it Rich? Yeah, it was Rich. So I'll tell you, you'll learn about staging too. So you guys, if you want to look at my videos, if you look at Flip Anything USA, you can go back and you can look at houses that I've staged. And I'm a big believer in staging. I'm not going to stage this one, but I am going to virtually stage this one. And so if you haven't seen that yet, you can, just like you can virtually, you can go into a flooring company and you can put any floor you want. Like you put in this image that you see right here, and you can put in tile, you can put in, dark wood flooring, any color you want. Well, you can do that now with furniture. So you can sit here and put in a kitchen table, a pool table, a ping pong table, a bed. You can put patio furniture back here in this image. Let me make it big again here just so you guys can see this. You can make it, you can literally stage it virtually. It's a beautiful thing. And it's quite impressive. I'll take a clip from the class and share it tomorrow. But I think what I'll do is maybe I'll load these photos, and tomorrow I'll show you how we fill this thing. And so on this place, how the bathroom gets steamed up. The lights were rusted, so I changed out these fixtures. My guys have credit cards. I tell them just buy the shit. I don't worry about what it costs too much. Because we all have a good idea. And that's a good thing. When I say I have a team, I have guys that work for me that they know their jobs are carpentry, drywall, sheetrock, texturing, painting, concrete. In fact, I'm going to jump too much around here, but anyhow, the virtual staging, we'll do this tomorrow in this property, because I intend to put that on here. And like I say, this just hit the MLS today, so who knows? Maybe I'll have an offer on this thing tomorrow. And but look at so like I said, the only thing I did to this, and Liam, you can appreciate this. I poured this driveway day before yesterday. And that's why you can see it drying out still, the white patches. But for the $5,000 that I spent on that, it was well worth it. Because, imagine this, you're walking up and you got all these cracks. This driveway looked like shit. I don't know why they put this center line here, this little crease for crack, but they put that in here, but it just looked like hell. So I just thought you're walking on this cracked concrete as you're walking into the building. Not a good vibe. So I got rid of that. Let's see, Nitin Raj. Hey, Tom, halfway done with the book so far and loving how simple the steps are presented in the book. Thanks. I was wondering if you recommend properties that only need light rehab. Yeah, I would. Yeah, he's asking if I recommend light rehab for people that are first-time investors. Yeah, I do recommend that, because listen, in the beginning, I do recommend that. Listen, if you don't know what you're doing, you can really dig yourself a deep hole. I did a good video on, I screw his name up every time. Cornelia, what is it? Something. Damn, I screw his name up every time. It's not Stefan, but it's something. I'm going to call it Stefan Cornelio. Somebody correct me. You guys know who it is. And he bought a place out of town and got his team together and fucking just got raped. He got this thing, just an absolute nightmare, counting on people he couldn't count on. I walked through there, and I'm looking at the video that he did, and I'm going, hey, you missed this. You look at, the guy, they were framing walls over, existing base. Spencer Cornelia. Yeah, maybe we'll watch that together this week, too, because that's actually a pretty fun one. I really like Spencer a lot. He's a good guy. Real nice kid. And and even he was high on pace. I go, what the hell are you high on pace for? He said, aren't you impressed? I go, why? And he didn't know why either. It's like, and I told Spencer, I said, hey, you should have a debate with me and with Pace. And, and look, we'll just drill each other. Because I don't think there's anything there. I just don't think there's anything there. Pace, if you ever want to do a video, we can. And I've seen terrible advice, inconsistencies, and serial exaggerations. I don't like what I see. And that's why I call you out on that stuff. I have to, because I'm on the side of the people. I'm not a collaborator. You don't see me patting the back of fake gurus, because that's what fake gurus do. They don't have what I have right in here. Money making, multi-millionaires. You got multi-millionaires, folks, that are watching in here right now with you, that are in my class, that became millionaires in my class. It's a beautiful thing. And that's what I have, and that's what's different. I don't have a huge following, but I also don't have a bunch of gullible goofballs. So, anyways, Dennis wrote, did pay $300,000 for that. This one I paid $325,000, but and I got an incoming appointment here. They're probably late a little bit, which is a good thing. But Dimitri, I wonder if banks suddenly massively start pulling due on sale. No, I mean, they're not supposed to give you much forgiveness anyways. Listen, you got to understand the thing about banks. Look, I don't pay my bill. Let's say I'm behind, right? And my mortgage is adjusting up. They can't just say, oh, Tom's a good guy, just keep paying the old bill. You know, I mean, they can maybe make arrangements, you know, put it on the back end, but they can't forgive that debt. They can't change. In other words, if they do something for me that they don't do for somebody else that maybe is not as wealthy, well, you can't do that. You can't cherry pick and treat people better within the institution with the guidelines that you have for lending. Otherwise, you look like you're being prejudiced, and you are. And so that's the problem. You know, you can't pick the winners and losers. You got to be fair across the board, or you're risking getting in some deep shit. Yeah, you know, and this is the observation. In fact, 10th grade dropout or 9th grade, I can't remember, it was Randall. Randall, I can't even find your comment now. Randall wrote in, and Randall is somebody in here, again, respectable. He's a guy my age. I think he's got a couple 100,000 square feet of industrial property. You know, he's got some, you know, serious assets. And like he had commented, because I was talking about how interests were so high when I started in 1981, you know, coming down from 12%. And like he said, yeah, but also, Tom, he said, the cap rate was about 12%. And he's right. The cap rate was 12%, and we're paying interest rates, you know, 9 and 10%. That's why I say the interest rate doesn't matter. The price matters. The price matters what you pay. The price is what matters. But interest rates don't really matter when you're buying, as long as you do the math. In the end, you calculate that you have a nice, you know, you have a spread. In other words, you're going to make money based on what you pay for it. And if you're going to keep it and hold it, then, you know, you're going to be able to, you know, you're going to be able to rent it and make an income on your equity, plus, you know, have a little delta on the interest borrowed for you know, plus the cap rate. You should make money on the borrowed money, always. I mean, I've made millions of dollars, you know, on just the interest that I borrow. That's where I make all the money, is on the borrowed money, right? And it's very, very simple math, and that's really one of the beauties of real estate. And a lot of people that are very smart can't seem to wrap their mind around it. But it is basic math. It is super simple, but you just have to put the pen to paper to figure it out. And it's not, I mean, really, I mean, listen, I don't even know how to do algebra, right? I dropped out of high school before algebra, and I don't have any need to learn it. I really don't. But anyways, so hey guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. And you know, as usual, it's you know, it's just, I feel honored to be around such great investors that are in my class and the people that participate. And I've talked to many that are really good investors too that aren't in the class. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. Please again hit that subscribe button. Also throw some comments. You know, if you throw comments under the video, it helps the algorithm. It actually makes the YouTube gods, you know, have to kind of acknowledge the channel a little bit, because they do undermine me. They screw me all the time because I've said some things that, you know, that they don't agree with you know, with the current administration right now. But so I appreciate everybody, and look forward to seeing you guys maybe tomorrow. We'll stage some stuff tomorrow. Thanks a lot.
And listen, time is on a mission to eliminate all of the snake oil and the fake gurus that fake y'all. He'll show you how to build an empire, starting with nothing but a desire. All you really need is a good mentor, not a used car bullshit. With time, you'll learn to crush it. Investing like Warren Buffett. With real estate, you cannot procrastinate. Everyone who hesitates is left at the starting gate. Hey, yo, so don't delay and join today. The mentorship and flip anything. USA, go.
It's the best.